First, I invite everybody to join me in a breath. I, like so many of you, oftentimes find myself not breathing shallowly, not taking a full, deep breath. I find myself being pulled down and slouching. And so I wear the Magen David on my chest, on my shirts, and in my heart, to remind me to stand tall, to remind me what it is to be and to say, Am Israel Chai, when our existence is resistance, when our living is winning. We have needed to say Am Israel Chai time and time and time again, because we have been attacked, we have been terrorized, there have been pogroms before, there has been genocide, there has been Shoah, there has been the Farhud, there has been the Inquisition. We have so many times throughout our people's history where we survived, where our existence is resistance, where our living is winning, and when we chant out Am Israel Chai. And as the wind blows through the leaves, I once again remind myself to take that breath, because I, like you, have the gift of life in this very moment. I was taught to say never again. In the back of my mind, I always knew what that actually meant. That we need to take action, that we need to focus on ma'aseh, on the action, on the mitzvah and the commandment of doing the deeds, of the tikkun olam, tikkun haguf, tikkun hanefesh, and what each of those mean, of repairing the world, repairing the body, repairing the soul. And that it is up to us, up to our ma'aseh to do that, so we can take that deep breath, so we can stand tall, so we can wear the Magen David on our chest and in our hearts, and lean upon each other when we need, to extend our hands for the support when we need it. And right now, once again, like our people have learned time and time and time again, when they came to kill us, when they came to destroy us, when they came to demolish us, and when they came to make us less than, we rose up to be more than, with the power of each other, with the power of being an insular nation, of a people who help each other. It doesn't matter what you are, if you are Ashkenazi, if you are Sfaradi, if you are Edot HaMizrach, if you are for or against specific members of the government. That is not what it's about. It is about our achdut. It's about how we march together, how no matter what our opinions are, we have the same Magen David. We wave the same flag of Israel, and we join together in this unity, the solidarity, the strength that we need to remind each other to take that breath. I've been thinking about the concept of Etz HaChaim, the tree of life, and what it means for us, and what it means for each of us to be that tree. Trees go through seasons. Trees go through hardships. Trees can be chopped down. We know what it means to be chopped down, and we know what it means to stand tall. And I can describe what Etz HaChaim means for us as Jewish people. And I think about what Etz HaChaim means for us here as Jews in America, as Israelis in America, when we look to our neighbors for the same support that we are giving each other. And sadly, I have been questioning who my real friends are. Sadly, I have friends who, a month after having lost 32 of my friends, I didn't lose them. Let me correct that. They were stolen from me and from us. There are people who I would have expected to reach out and call, say that weird question that I still don't quite know how to answer. How are you? people who didn't reach out. And what's worse is this isn't just a war against Hamas. This isn't just a war between Israel and Hamas. Let's listen to what Hamas has said. It's a war between Hamas and Jews. When I saw the video of one of my friends being killed, they weren't yelling Israeli as they slaughtered him in front of his family. They yelled out Yahud. They came for us because we are Jews. So what is the Etz Chaim when it represents our allies? We're in a season where the leaves are falling off the trees, and I think, well, maybe some people are leaf people. They're here for seasons. They change colors. And when the winds are tough, they blow away. Some people are limb people, the branches of the trees. They are there, they create shade, they create support. But if you go too far, they break. So I've been focusing on the root people, the people who nourish and allow us to grow tall and strong. So I call out not just to our Jewish brothers and sisters. I call out to the people who are supposed to be here right now with us as our allies. We have a sea of hatred across the world. Demonstrations happening in many cities, and I've been traveling across the country, speaking to synagogues, speaking at demonstrations, meeting with elected officials and organizational leaders, doing the hasbara, doing the advocacy. I didn't even have time to sit shiva. On Israeli news the next day, I heard people saying, Ha'olam itanu, the world is with us. And I was saying, no, I've been in this battle, battling anti-Semitism, speaking out against it for most of my adult life. I have turned to activism. Throughout every other element of my career, I said there's a groundswell of hatred. Ha'olam bemet itanu, are they really with us? And the next day we started to do hasbara, defending our lives, chanting out that Jewish lives do matter too. So where was our time for Shiva? Our time is now. We take the Shiva. We do the Shloshim today. And we do it as we fight. We do it as we focus on Ma'aseh. We do it as we speak out. We cannot wait for anybody to speak for us. It is up to us to practice Judaism, to practice Zionism. These are movements. To be a Jew is not just to be of a religion, it's to be of an ethnicity. It's to be of a nation. It's to be of a people. And that takes action of showing up, of standing up, of marching, of calling out, of writing the letters, of demonstrating. And I've been speaking to my mother because, yes, I'm a good Jewish boy and I'm a total mama's boy, and I've been speaking to her and asking her, what am I supposed to do about the people who I'm feeling very angry about? And she said, let them be. Focus on who can help you grow and who you can help grow. The other day we got into an argument. And I'm apologizing to my mother for arguing with her and daring disagree with her. I told you I'm a good Jewish mama's boy. She was saying that she was worried about me wearing Magen David shirts, Magen David necklaces, and being so outspoken on the news and in these rallies and outside and in public places. She said, you need to be afraid. And I said, I am afraid. And that's why I do this. I am afraid for our people. I am afraid for our future. And that's why I am demonstratively Jewish. I demonstrate my Jewishness and help other people do what they need to do as Jews. Especially those of us who are mourning and grieving, to reach out and say, I am here with you. And if I don't have the words to say, and if you don't have the words to say to me, we stand together. And we march together. We turn our despair into determination. We turn our grief into resilience. We turn our fears and our angers into action. And that is how we have said Am Yisrael Chai. And that is how today we say Am Yisrael Chai. And that is how tomorrow we will say Am Yisrael Chai. And when you forget to breathe, make sure you lean upon your true friends, your true people, your true Am Yisrael, and the allies who are part of our Am, the people who have reached out, the people who we've needed to plant trees for in Yad Vashem, people who are righteous among nations, who did what any human being should do, but we thank them and plant a tree in their honor. So we should still thank them and recognize that they did the mitzvah that we are taught to do, of taking action, of doing maaseh, of reaching out, no matter if we are weak and no matter if we are strong. And if you notice me, or one of your friends, or your relatives not standing tall, and not taking a breath, remind them. To take that breath, to be grounded in the life that we have, so together we can say Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.